Right, today we are doing the, as you can see, best football players from 2010 to 2020 tier list. Yes. Um, let's get ranking, guys. Um, Messi first, Ronaldo second. I just tried an attempt, but it didn't go very well, so I'm starting again. Iniesta's gotta be in there. Suarez, me's gotta be in there. Neymar's gotta be in there. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go vertical, no horizontal, sorry. Just so I can see them all better. Yep, you're in. So you. Let me take Lewandowski, please. There we are. That's one. That's 3, 6, 8. So we've got 8 players in there. Xavi's probably got to be in there as well. This is hard. This is proper difficult because, ranking all these players is definitely not easy. Oh, Ramos. Yeah, Ramos has got to be in there. Now, let's think about this. Because, right, so we got Messi, Ronaldo. They're obviously in there. Iniesta. Yeah, Iniesta. I mean, come on. Won the World Cup. Blimmin' won a bunch of Champions Leagues with Barcelona. Won many La Liga titles after 2010. He's got to be in there. I mean, I don't know about Xavi. I mean, I think he retired a bit earlier than Iniesta. But again, like they're like those players that like their prime ranges from like 2005 to like like the mid 2010s. So it's kind of hard. Puyol definitely retired too early for me. I don't think he can be in there for this because he just didn't do it for long enough. Oh my god, why does that notification keep coming out? 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I feel like Hazard should be in there, but I don't think he should. Don't think he can be in here over anyone else. Maybe Xavi, because he's been doing it since 2013, really, and all those years afterwards. Although he didn't win a Champions League, Chelsea won it just before he joined. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with these 10. These are gonna be my 10. I want Hazard to be in there, but I'll tell you what. Now Robin's got to be in there. Robin was unstoppable. Now let's just order these correctly. I mean, Neymar was just so good, especially with MSN. I mean, Neymar was clearly one of the most talented players I've ever watched. Still doesn't come close to those two at the top, though. Yeah, I mean, I think Neuer should probably be like there. I don't see De Gea in this, which is kind of weird. He definitely should be around, but he's not. I think Suarez should be above Robin for this, just because in this decade I think he did a bit more, and I also think he should be above Iniesta. I rate Suarez so much. I think Suarez is blooming amazing. Ramos, I think, should be higher than Xavi and Lewandowski. I think. You know what? I think that's it. So number 1 Messi, 2 Ronaldo, 3 Neymar, 4 Neuer, 5 Suarez, 6 Iniesta, 7 Ramos, 8 Lewandowski, 9 Robin, 10 Xavi. This is hard because it's just so hard to just think of um, when or they're all like how long they've been doing it for, essentially. Like Casillas, we all know how good Casillas is, but I mean, he only was really good in the early 2010s. He obviously lost his I don't know what the word. He lost his he wasn't in his prime for sure for most of this decade. All right, on to 11 to 20. Definitely going to put Hazard in this one. Wherever he is, there he is. Put Hazard in. Aguero, yeah. Um, yeah, no. De Gea definitely isn't in here for some reason. But this is hard. I think Busquets should be in there. He's very underrated. He's been doing it for blooming ages. Bale, yeah, Bale's got to be in there. Bale's done loads. Casillas, yeah, I'll put him in the top 20. I want De Bruyne to be in here, but the thing with De Bruyne is, I mean, he signed with Man City in 2015, right? That's when he got his big money move, and that's, I mean, I suppose that is, nah, yeah, I think De Bruyne does deserve a spot. It's been 5 years since he's really been, like, dominating the Premier League, and in my opinion, he's, at his best, he's better than Hazard and Aguero for sure. It's just he hasn't been doing it for as long, which is something you have to take into account. I think Zlatan should probably be in here. Modric, yeah. Yeah, Modric's got to be in there. He won a Ballon d'Or. Can't take that away from him. Ribery, yeah. And David Silva. I feel like David Silva is probably the one. He's been doing it all decade with Man City. Definitely deserves some recognition. I would say that's fair. I don't know, maybe Lahm should be in there actually. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take David Silva out for Lahm. Yeah, I think that's better. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Now, if I'm going to rank them, I definitely think Hazard should be top. I do think Aguero should also be top. Maybe Casillas above Busquets. Also Bale above Busquets. The thing of Busquets though is his consistency. I think Modric maybe above De Bruyne just because he's been doing it for longer. I still think De Bruyne's a better player, but not been doing it for as long as Modric. Lahm should be a bit higher. I would say Lahm probably goes probably even above Busquets actually. I think I'm underrating Lahm a bit. Yeah. Bale's been, there's no question Bale's should be up there because, you know, scored in the Champions League finals, won a load of Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, did amazing in Euro 2016 with Wales. I mean, he 100% deserves that place for me. Was a world record transfer as well. Maybe Casillas should go a bit lower, I think, because he was only doing it at the start of the decade, really. I mean, Ibra, I don't know, Ibra maybe a bit higher. I feel like I might be doing an injustice to Ibra there. above Modric. This is really hard. And Ribery as well above De Bruyne, just because he's been doing it again for longer. But yeah, De Bruyne for me is the best midfielder in the world at the moment, but I just feel like he just hasn't been around long enough, basically. I think that's fair. I think Busquets deserves that space. A lot of people might be questioning that, but Busquets has been in that Barca team since day one, and he has been doing amazing in it. Right, on to the next bunch. Here we go. Let me pick my boys. Who are we going with? I think David Silva definitely is a shout. Puyol, yeah, Puyol. So that's the start of the decade. I think Mbappe, just because of how good he is. Like, he is just out of this world. And I know he's only been doing it for what? Well, 4 years, to be fair, I think. Because he was playing really well with Monaco. And obviously in the 2018 World Cup is when he properly peaked, and everyone saw this guy as the next Henry, basically. But yeah, I think that's fair. Honestly, I would say Courtois deserves a shout. He's been doing really well since his days at Chelsea and Atletico. Always been consistent for Belgium as well. And although I think Ter Stegen and Oblak are better for now, you've got to think about how long they've been in the game for, how long they've been at the top for, and I feel like Courtois has just been around for longer, basically. But I could be wrong. I'm not checking my facts here. David Villa, yeah. Griezmann, sure. Dani Alves, yeah, deserves a shout. Kroos, I think I'm underrating Kroos a bit there, actually. Tell you what, Kroos can go up a bit. Just gonna sort it out a bit. That's how I see it. I think Godin actually deserves a shout, to be fair, because he was an absolute rock for Atletico, and he's the reason they got to so many Champions League finals, and they won the league 1 or 2 times, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, definitely. I think Van Dijk deserves a spot as well, just for that amazing performance he made. Well, he's been making for the last 2 seasons with Liverpool. He's been the best centre-back in the world. Arguably, well, I wouldn't say as good as Puyol, but you could argue a case for him. But I don't want to overcomplicate it too much. Salah definitely deserves to be the top. Well, I mean, actually, I might be underrating Salah a bit here. I'll tell you what, he had a 31 goal season. I think I'm underrating Van Dijk and Salah. I think Griezmann should drop down. And Courtois should drop down. I've changed my mind. I think it should be that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 players. I can add another one. So I'll put Griezmann back in the bottom of that. There we are. Put Stegen in, put Torre in, put Wazza in as well. Alonso wasn't at his best. Past his peak. I might be underrating Piqué a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you what. I think I'm doing Piqué an injustice as well. Actually, he needs to go up. Probably above Van Dijk. Actually, I've really done Piqué an injustice. He should actually be high. He should be above Puyol, thinking about it. He's been around for way longer in that decade than Puyol was. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm overrating Villa. I might just be nostalgia bias here, but Villa was obviously really good. But he wasn't around for very long at the start of the 2010s. And Salah did have a 32 goal Premier League season, but I'll just leave it for now. Wazza, Oblak, I think, should be in there as well. For his last two amazing seasons. I don't know why De Gea is on this list. He definitely would be. I think I'm underrating Marcelo for sure. Oh fuck, I feel like Marcelo should go higher. You can go at the top of this one. There you are, Marcelo. Tell you what, swap you with Salah. There you are. Probably above Goat. Tell you what, you're probably above. I don't know if he's better than Dani Alves. I'll put them next to each other. I'll put Dani Alves just in front now. I think Sanchez should be in there. Yeah, Pogba's got to be in there. Pogba was class at in 2018 World Cup. And one for Juventus. Man United hasn't shown it as much, but definitely still got that quality. Yeah, Sanchez for a couple of seasons was blooming unstoppable. So probably above. I'd actually put him above Rooney. I'd put Torre above you. I'd also put Sanchez above you. Put Pogba above you and you. Yeah. Stegen's probably been doing it for longer than Oblak as well. I feel like Oblak hasn't been around for very long. Who just breaks into this? Probably Di Maria. Thinking out of those lot. Or Cesc. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go Cesc. I feel like Cesc was. Yeah, and early 2010s he was amazing with Arsenal actually. So I'll go Fabregas. Late 2000s, I think he was at his best though. I think Di Maria definitely is worth a shout, especially with Real Madrid before he went to Man United. Vidal, Benzema, Royce. I'll tell you what, Royce can go above him. Royce can go above him as well. Varane, he's always been there with Ramos, getting those UCLs. Aubameyang. I'd say Rakitic over Alonso. Then Alonso. Or then Alba. Then Casemiro. I don't know where I don't know where flipping, like, where's Van Persie? There's quite a few missing players. Like, where's Van Persie? Where's De Gea? Where's yeah, there's quite a few missing players, but never mind. Let's go through this again. Messi, undoubtedly. Ronaldo, yeah. Neymar, yeah. Neuer, yeah. Suarez, yeah. Iniesta, yeah. Ramos, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty solid. Maybe Xavi's a bit, I don't know. Maybe I'm rating him a bit too high. I might not be. I just need to know my times a bit better, but we'll leave it like that. Yeah. I'd say that's solid. I really want De Bruyne to go. I really want De Bruyne to go higher. But the fact of the matter is, he hasn't been doing it for long enough. But I think De Bruyne is, like, absolutely amazing. He's better than David Silva, but David Silva was obviously consistent throughout the whole decade, winning Premier League titles with Man City all the way. Yeah, I think that's a fair one. I think Torre, he sort of died off into the late 2010s. Sanchez had sparks. Salah, I don't know, maybe I'm underrating Salah a bit, because he did score so many goals for the last, like, 3 seasons, but again, it's with De Bruyne. I don't think he's as good as De Bruyne, and he's been on, like, that sort of form for the same amount of time as De Bruyne. Griezmann's been, like, bagging goals, Sociedad, Atletico, and now Barca, and also doing it with France, so you know what, I'm actually going to put him above Salah. Godin is definitely, I think he deserves that place. People underrate him. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Leave in the comments if I've made any obvious mistakes, and make sure you leave it a like if you agree mostly. Obviously, you're going to have some disagreements. There's 50 players and we're all putting them in order, so it's pretty much impossible to completely agree. But if you mostly agree, leave a like button. This is the end of the video. See you later.